Hello. So, how is everyone tonight? Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Terry Phelps, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in Minnesota. So, I have had a crazy week. I'm setting up a stamp room downstairs as well as keeping this one. And my idea is to take all retired things and use them up. So everything downstairs is retired and everything upstairs is current. So, um, I've been doing this for years and life was hectic like it is for everyone. And I haven't used what I have like I want. So that's kind of my motivation. And probably will end up donating many of the cards that I make. So, so that's my focus coming up. Tonight, I am going to share with you the scrapbooking book kit meant to be. And I also was going through all my things because I'm moving things downstairs. And there was a Creativity Now event that we did last year, maybe around Valentine's Day. And it was the Be My Valentine theme. And if you remember this set, and then it had a punch to go with it. So scrapbooking is coming back to Stamping Up, and so they did another stamp set and a scrapbooking kit, changed all the colors, and made sticker sheets and that kind of stuff. So I loved the new colors and the scrapbooking kit. So I'm going to show you really quick. If you haven't looked or seen our scrapbooking kits, they are awesome. Let me go down. So this is the meant to be, and you get 3 2-page layouts. You get everything you need in the kit. So, and then it tells you need to gather 13 pictures, and it gives you how many of each size, and then you're ready to go to create, right? The only things you need are just basic scissors, trimmers, and that kind of thing. So it's pretty super cool. So these are, the instructions are great, but these are the layouts. This is the first 2-page layout. This one is the second, and that's the third. But I'm not going to use the scrapbooking kit. It also, if you choose, and this is all online, you can get the new stamp set that's called Meant to Be. And that also coordinates, obviously, with the same punch. But it also has these awesome dies. And these dies work well with some of the page layouts. And plus, they're awesome to have, right? And then instead of using a punch, you can create your bee with dies. And you got lots of little flowers and some words. So it's a super fun die set. But like I said, I am not going to use, I am using a couple of the stamps from the stamp set. But what I like to do, if I love a scrapbooking kit, I also get an extra sticker page. And I get, which I lost the sticker actual page. Oh, it's somewhere around here. And then I also buy an extra pad of the designer series paper. And the reason I do, oh, here's the sticker page. And so the reason I do that is because I find that if I want to do more than the amount of pages in the kit, I can continue because I'll have the paper and some more stickers to do that. Also, I am not using this as a stamp scrapbooking kit. I'm using it as for card making. So what I decided to do, and I'm not going to show you the cards, but I am going to recreate a couple of, or I did recreate a couple of the cards we made for our Crafternoon or Creativity Now event. And now I had a swap, and it follows the same kind of layout. So I'm going to recreate that card in the new colors. And I'm going to use the stickers. So I'm not really going to stamp a whole lot, or actually probably nothing. But that's the great thing about having a scrapbooking kit. You know, you have stickers to work with, you have the designer series papers, and you can make awesome cards, right? And very quickly. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer and start. I hope everybody's good. In Minnesota, it's been cold and rainy for like, I don't know, it feels like a week. I know it hasn't been quite that long, but pretty much. And starting tomorrow, it's going to be just partly cloudy with no rain. And for the next like 14 days, it's going to be super sunny and nice. So I'm so excited. I'm done with the whole rain. I know we need it, but you know, come on. So this is just a regular card base. So I'm going to cut that. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Alrighty. And then I'm also going to get a panel that's going to be 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut that right now. And I want it to be, whoops, I lost my scoring little piece. And then I'm going to go 3 3/4. Okay, so that's going to be my card base, and this is my panel. And, oh yeah, I need to cut my designer series paper. So the pieces that I'm going to use, and if this looks familiar at all, it is the same designer series paper that was in different colors. So, and this designer series paper is so cute. So I was super excited that, you know, they brought this back actually. So for this panel, I want it to be 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's see, I want it to be, whoops. Actually, I'm just going to go. Three 3/4, right? Is that what I said? No, 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. And I'm going to do, and then what, 3 3/4. Alrighty, and then my next piece I'm going to do is this little bee trail, and I'm going to do that at 1 3/4 by 3 and So I'm going to do 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So can't quite see. I'm going to stand up. 3 and oops. I always find it's easier to cut when I flip it like that. All right. So that is all that's for the card base. Simple card. So this is our base. I'm going to give that a good crease. I love this paper because the colors are so bright and cheery. It's like nummy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually apply these designer series papers to this panel. So I'm going to go ahead and get those attached. Oops. I have had 3 dogs for the last 3 weeks. I mean, 2 of them are mine. But I've been dog sitting, and she is a sweet, sweet dog. I love her to death. But oh my gosh, I am so dogged out right now. It's like, ugh, I need a dog break. All right. So I'm just going to put that right up. Actually, I'm going to go from the edge because we're going to cover up this seam. So I just want to make sure my edge is nice and flush. I don't like how you can see just a little bit. There we go. Nice. So now what I'm going to do is take from the sticker sheet, which I just misplaced again. Here it is. It's a constant thing. I'm going to take, and originally on the original card, we took and used designer or some cardstock. And I'm going to actually take, and I think this is 3 3 3/4. So I'm going to take and cut this at 3 3/4. Okay, so I got a little bit. Just going to make a little tick. Find a pencil here. All right, and that will tell me. Isn't it crazy that it is Memorial Weekend? I just realized that. I'm always kind of in a cloud when it comes to dates and times, you know. But holy crap. Can't believe it. So I'm going to take and just do a slice. And hopefully I did that good enough. And I could have probably pulled that off and, you know, actually cut it more. And I'm just going to cover that seal. Okay. super fun. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use this We Belong Together. So I think I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use this one because even though the heart would be cute, but we have a lot of hearts going on already in this designer series paper. So I think I'm going to just use this sticker. And let's see, I want to place it so that I'm not covering up too much of the little bees because they're pretty cute, right? Let's see, I kind of want, this blends in. We'll kind of mix it up. We'll do it right about here. Okay, and so then, oh wait, I think I want, well, they both go that way. Alrighty, and I think we will put this right about here. Now I could pop this up, but it is a sticker, right? So I don't really, I might as well use it, right? Super cute. And I didn't do anything but use stickers and this designer series paper. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Some days I use a ton of dimensionals. Some days I'm really skimpy. It's kind of funny. But today is one of those days I'm using a lot of them. I love how these kits, you know, one, the directions are awesome. And two, it tells you, you know, what size pictures, how many you need, and all that kind of stuff. So you can have that all done before you even start your scrapbooking pages. And so that, and you know, sometimes I've made pages before and not actually put the pictures in them yet. You know, or I give them completed as gifts so that whoever I give them to can put their own pictures into it. But they've got these nice pages, but they didn't have to make them themselves. So it's kind of a nice gift to do too. Alrighty, so let me see. No, it's not quite even. I am a stander-upper when I do stamping. So I'm going to stand this up so that I can make sure I am actually putting these in the right. So wait. Super cute. Now, we also have some embellishments. We have the little bees, which I love. So to me, it only makes sense to use them on these cards. Now, these aren't adhesive backed, but they're like little brass bees, and they are super cute. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a couple, I think. Let's see, where should we put some? I think I'm going to put a little dot. Wait a second. I sure hope you guys can hear me because I had a new computer that I had to buy, and I was getting tons of feedback. So hopefully everything is working. I swear. I spilled coffee on my Mac Pro, And I waited 6 days, and I thought, you know what, this isn't charging. This is just a done deal. I did all the things I read online to try to, save the thing. So I went out, called all these people to see who, took it in, blah, blah, blah. Went and finally just said, you know what, it doesn't sound like this is going to be fixed. And so I bought a new laptop. Got home, set up my new laptop. And, oh, that's why I've got the wrong jar. I was wondering why this wasn't coming out. It's like this was working just a little bit ago. And yeah, I came home and I set my new laptop up, and guess what's working? My old one. So now I decided, you know what? I'm keeping it because I've also heard that, over time, when it's water damage, you can, things can still go wrong. And because I have a craft room downstairs, I have no TV or anything. It's going to be my TV down there, my old one, and it's going to be my music, and plus I'll have a laptop, so I'm not constantly moving my PCs around. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm keeping it. So yeah, it's just, I tell you. Let's see, where should we put? We should put one up here. My stamp room downstairs is coming together, though. I'm super, super, super psyched about it. And it's going to feel good to actually use some things that, I haven't. So I am very happy to be able to do this. And let's see, should we put one more? Yeah, I think we're going to put one right on the other side of our little banner. Isn't that cute? I love it. So let me show you the cards that I base these cards on. And you can see the difference, especially with the other colors, the new colors. I love it. All right, so in our creativity now, we made 2 cards. So I'll show you. This was the first one we made. And so it's the same designer series paper. It's just in different colors. And then you can see I stamped, like the little honeycombs on the paper. And this is a stamped bee, right? And I didn't put anything on the inside. So this, I copied this. I used the same paper in these colors, but this is the sticker and this is a sticker. And I used a different, floral from the new stamp set that's meant to be. But isn't that cute? So those are the same layouts, the same designer series papers. This is just using the scrapbooking pieces and the new scrapbooking stamp set. Super fun though. The second card that we made in Creativity Now was, I'll move these up. This was the second card we made. And these are very simple, but they're really cute. And these were the embellishments that kind of went with that suite or bundle before. So I used the same paper, and these are in the new colors. So I made the same thing, but I used, and I stamped the little buzz just like I did, in the other card. And then this is a sticker, and that's a sticker. And then I used our little bees. But isn't that cute? Don't you just love the colors? I'm just like, oh, I love it. This was from a swap that I received. And it was from Tracy Sorge. Hi, Judy. Thanks for watching. So this was given to me as a swap, and it's the same premise, right? So I thought I'm going to recreate, and that's the one we just made. So this is the same papers in the new colors. This is a sticker. This is a sticker, and this is a sticker. So I'm using the thank you. So I'm just using the scrapbooking sticker sheet and the scrapbooking designer series paper. And so just some other ideas with this, and these are ones that I made before using the old set. So I can recreate these. Yeah, it is nice. It's nice to have you here, Judy. And so I made these, and so I can recreate these in the new colors. And this was a swap I received, and this one would be super fun to do in the new colors as well. So don't be afraid to reuse ideas. Like I said, I was cleaning out my craft room, and I found these cards and the instructions, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just redo those in the new colors. And I just think it's really fun to recreate like that. And I literally, I hardly did any stamping, and I just used the sticker sheets. So super fun and easy way to use the scrapbooking items too. And I can also, if I made the scrapbooking, pages, then I have a card that matches it that I can give it with. So that's another fun thing. Because I have a stamp room downstairs, I made my very first card. And like I said, everything is all retired downstairs. So, and I'm going to be donating a lot of these cards. So this is just taking stuff from downstairs. It's just, and then I'm just going to just use it all up and donate. So, but isn't it cute? And so it's kind of fun. Kind of a fun thing. Oh, your internet's not good. Oh, good. Oh, I get the spinning circle. Ugh. It's kind of like the screen of death. So, so I hope you like that. And it is just a fun and easy way to use the scrapbooking thing. So if you see something in a scrapbooking kit and you think, I'm not really a scrapbooker, don't think of it as just scrapbooking. You can use everything for card making as well. And if you have seen the new catalog and you have a wish list and it's over $99, they have a great special going right now that you can get $165 of product of your choice, and there is no like commitment or anything. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can join me. You can do that. Let's see. You can join me on my website. You can shop or join. And if you need any help at all, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me. I'd be glad to help. But it's a pretty good deal. $165 worth of products of your choice for $99. So it's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I'm excited. Every day I work really hard on going through all my stuff, and it's going to feel good to use my stuff. So use your stuff. Send cards to someone. We could all use that happy mail. And I'm going to donate. Yeah, I have both DSPs too, of course. I have so much stuff, you guys. I have enough stuff that I could live another 100 and some years and I'd still have stuff. So maybe you can relate. But with that, I hope you like the cards. And they're super fun, super easy, and they're super pretty. I like them. They're fun. So I love the colors. They're the best. So, yeah, they are card treasures. So with that, I guess I will let you go and have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, our weather is supposed to be better starting tomorrow, and I'm very happy about that. It's been raining, and I've got 3 dogs, and they're wet every time they come in, and it's just like, yeah. So, but yeah, so have a great weekend. Oh, that is so annoying. Are you having bad weather around your house, Judy? I don't know. I hate that though. And I'm hoping you can hear me. So yeah, technology. We love it and we don't like it sometimes. But you have a great weekend, Judy. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you all soon. All right, take care. Happy creating. Take some time to do that. It's good for us. It's good for our brain. Take care.